Ever wondered how some people effortlessly influence others? How they play with people's mind?
I too want to play with people's mind.
To play with people's mind, you need to first understand how their mind works. Then you need 5 steps for playing with their mind.
And for that, you must watch this video completely.
Let's imagine a situation where a well-dressed man comes and says,
Look how rich I am. Do you want to know how I became so rich? Do you want to know that secret scheme to get rich quick?
Pause this video and tell us in the comments section what you would do in this situation. I guess many of us would happily run towards that person and say,
Please make me fool.
Yes, that's true, but why does it happen?
Humans have a desperate need to believe in something, or anything. When they have nothing to believe, it creates an emptiness, and they can't resist that emptiness for a longer period of time.
So they will rush to believe in something.
And in a rush to believe in something, people will manufacture saints and faiths out of nothing. So, don't let this gullibility of people go to waste. Make yourself the object of worship. As they desire to believe in something, give them that desire. As they build faith out of nothing, offer yourself as the new faith they would follow. Just make people form a cult around you.
I think I understood something, but I'm not sure what.
Don't worry, let's simplify that what by a story. By a story of an owl who played with other animals' mind, who created a cult-like following. The owl who was a god.
Once upon a starless midnight, there was an owl who sat on the branch of an oak tree. At the same time, 2 ground moles were passing by that tree, thinking nobody could see them in that dark night. Hey, you! Who? You 2! The moles hurried away and told the other creatures of the forest that the owl was the greatest and wisest of all because
he can see in the dark as well as he can answer any questions.
I'll see about that.
The bird then called the owl when it was again a dark night.
How many claws am I holding up?
2. That was right. And it was confirmed that he can see in dark. Now it was turned to check his intelligence.
Can you give me another expression for that is to say, or namely?
To wit.
Why does a lover call on his love?
To woo. Now the bird hurriedly reached to other animals and reported the event.
Yes, he can answer any question as well as he can see in the dark.
Can he see in the daytime too?
All the other creatures laughed loudly at this silly question, as they thought all can see in daytime. Then they sent a messenger to the owl, asking him to be their leader. The owl appeared among the animals, but it was a high noon. The sun was shining brightly. Due to the sun, he was barely able to see. So, he walked very slowly. Looking his slow walking style, animals perceived him as an appearance of great dignity. And the owl peered about him with large, staring eyes, which gave him an air of tremendous importance.
He's God!
Yes, he is God!
And the others took up the cry, He's God! Then they started following him wherever he went. When the owl began to bump into things, they would also bump into things. Finally, he came to a concrete highway, and all of them followed him. For a bitter surprise, the hawk saw a truck coming at its full speed.
There is a danger ahead!
To wit?
Aren't you afraid?
Who?
He's God! He's God!
Then they really met God.
Ha ha! The animals got so easily fooled by the owl.
It's because the animals were desperate to believe in something. They wanted to believe that there is someone who can lead them and protect them.
Can I be that owl? And that too without being hit by the truck.
Yes, but for that you should know how to build that cult-like following.
Cult-like following? Why not other following?
When you will search the ways of gaining power with least effort, then you will find that having a cult-like following is one of the most effective. Having a large group of followers opens your door for every type of deception. And not only your followers will worship you, they will also defend you from your enemies.
You beautifully explained why it is important, and that's really appreciable work. But what the hell is cult-like following?
I think Francesco Giuseppe Borri would better explain it.
Now who the hell is Francesco Giuseppe Borri?
In 1653, Francesco Giuseppe Borri claimed that the Archangel Michael had appeared to him and had told him that he was the chosen one. But wait, there's more. Borri could also see people's souls, as well as he also promised to soon discover the Philosopher's Stone, which could turn lead into gold. And Borri's tales spread like wildfire, and he soon had a cult following. Borri was a pro at con and knew how to manipulate people. He knew how to pull which string of human mind at what time. However, Borri's luck eventually ran out. He got caught and was imprisoned for the last 20 years of his life. But even in prison, Borri had wealthy followers who believed in him. They supplied him the money and materials. Can you guess why? To search that Philosopher's Stone.
Wow, such a loyal followers. They gave him money even after being caught for cheating them. Now I understood the power of cult-like following you were talking about. Now quickly tell me, how can I make that cult following?
Let's learn that 5 steps to earn that cult-like following. To create a cult, you must first attract attention. But don't you dare to do this through your actions, because they are too clear and readable.
Then,
Jump for words instead.
this is the first time somebody said words are better than action.
And your words must contain two ingredients. First, a promise of something great and transformative.
And second,
Your words must be filled with total vagueness. Make your words cloudy enough so that it can't be clear enough. To make your vagueness attractive, you can use words of great power, or sometimes you can even create a new word for vague concepts. But talking too vaguely will decrease your credibility.
if vagueness wouldn't work, why you told us about that?
No, it works. Just you have to make your appeal simple enough so it could be understandable. The combination of these ingredients will stimulate all kinds of hazy dreams in your listener. As well as these tactics will help you to build an image of specialized knowledge.
That's all?
No, that's the trailer. Now here comes the picture. For creating a cult, you have to solve problems of people.
What problems?
Most people have complex problems like deep-rooted neurosis, interconnected social factors, and others. But people don't have the patience to deal with this. Instead of the complicated explanations, they want to hear a simple solution that will cure their problems. And the ability to offer this kind of solution will give you a great power. By the vague and simple words, as well as solving their problem, people will begin to gather around you. But once they start gathering, two dangers will start rising.
Two dangers? What's first one?
That's boredom.
And other?
Skepticism.
How they are the dangers.
Boredom will make people go elsewhere, and skepticism will make them self-aware.
But being self-aware is good, isn't it?
After being self-aware, they will start thinking. And when they start thinking, they will catch your ridiculous ideas. And once any of these situations happens, you can't make them fool.
Then,
The best way to remove boredom and skepticism is using theatrical effect. By using this, you have to keep all their senses busy.
how?
For instance, use incense for a sweet scent to their nose, soothing music for their ears, colorful charts and graphics for their eyes. Or you can even use technological gadgets, distinct cultures, or strange customs. Remember, our main goal is to fill their emptiness. Don't let them be free or get bored. Congratulations!
Why? What happened?
By using vague and simple words, solving their problems, and keeping their senses busy, you have grown a decent number of followers. But this decent numbers is required to be well managed. And for searching a perfect management patterns, our site drops in religious groups. Organized religions has the most effective and unquestioned authority for the large groups of people. Copy that.
That? What?
Create rituals for your followers. Organize them into a hierarchy, ranking them in grades of sanctity. Give them names and titles. Ask them for sacrifices that will fill your coffers. To emphasize your gatherings a religious touch, talk and act like a prophet. After all, you are not a dictator. You are a priest, a guru, a sage, a shaman, or any other word that hides your real power in the mist of religion. Well done! Your group has grown and you have structured it in a church-like form. Now your coffers are beginning to fill with your followers' money. But you must remember, never seem hungry for that money or for the power your followers bring. Never reveal that your wealth actually comes from your followers' pockets. Instead, make it seem to come from the truth of your methods. Your followers must believe that by giving you, their lap will be filled with more wealth. You have organized a large number of followers, but if you are not careful, inertia will set in after some time and boredom will take its place. And your group will start to break and it will get demagnetized.
Oh my God! How to remagnetize again? How to keep them united?
To keep them united, again copy what all religious systems have done. Create an us versus them dynamic.
Us versus them?
It means to create an enemy. Here us represents our group, and them means that enemy. To create this us versus them, you have two steps checklist that needs to be ticked. First, make sure your followers believe that they are part of an exclusive club, unified by a bond of common goals. Then, to strengthen this bond, make them believe that there is a force of non-believers that will do anything to stop you. Doing so, they will now get a cause to believe in and also infidels to destroy. If you have no enemies, then invent one. As you have successfully completed these 5 steps, now people will take on by themselves with their belief. But make sure people must think that transformation occurred because of you, rather than their own will. Now let's talk about the danger this law can bring. One of the reasons to create a following is a group is often easier to deceive than an individual, as well as it provides you a huge bunch of power. However, this comes with a danger. If at any moment your group sees through you, If at any moment they recognize your deceptive moves, you will find yourself surrounded with angry crowd rather than one or two deceived souls. And this angry crowd will tear you into pieces with the same force once they followed you. While playing with the crowd, remember that you are playing with the fire, and you must constantly keep an eye out for any sparks of doubt. And to keep an eye, use spies. Be on top of everything.
And keep your bags packed.
Okay, that's for today. Let us know in comment section below whether this video helped you or not. Your comment will help us upgrade ourselves. Till the next time, stay great, stay powerful, and to grow along us, stay subscribed.